What's up, everybody? This is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant. I'm just making a short video here because I'm going to make another one. So, this is just an announcement. Well, not really an announcement. This is kind of serious. Well, there is an announcement followed by something serious. The announcement is watch out for that the Flash Energy video. The Flash Energy video is going to come out on my website. It's going to come out on my website. Like I said before, this is going to be an introduction and a primer to mental abilities. This is not witchcraft. This is not demonic. It's not demonic witchcraft. It's not black magic. This is just mental witchcraft. It's just mental ability. And I have to say, because it keeps coming back in my mind. I haven't been doing rituals for people recently, and because I don't have time. I don't have time to make any rituals for anyone. I'm too busy. I'm working on too many things, and I have to relax too. I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to take it cool. I'm trying to do things at the same time. I have new ideas that's coming up also at the same time. So I just don't have time to make rituals for people. I don't have time to work with people. So my bad for that. My bad for that. And but like I said, and also the reason why I'm doing this because I don't believe I need to do any rituals for anyone. I believe that all of us have abilities. I'm not trying to be Dr. Feelgood. I hate everyone. Everybody sucks. Everybody's stupid. But that's neither here or there. That's my opinion. That's how I feel in my mind. That's not reality. That's just a feeling. The reality, what really is real, what is really is in reality is the fact that everybody has latent abilities that they have either no idea of or they don't understand what being a human is. I'm just here to try to bring that gnosis to people. So I don't want to make rituals for you. I want you to use your own power in order to get whatever you want, because I don't really have to do rituals for you. If you're doing all these mental gymnastics and it still don't work, then yeah, you should probably ask for a ritual. Because probably somebody don't like you somewhere and they be hating on you. You know what I mean? But regardless of that, this is the reason why I'm adamant on that, because I want to see. I mean, fuck humanity, but I do want to see humanity progress. This is very contradictive content right now, and I'm being contradictive on purpose. First reason why I'm being contradictive is because people hate kumbaya motherfuckers. I don't hate kumbaya people. Sometimes I feel like kumbaya activity might be too much. It might be on a level that it goes towards paralysis. Where you're kind of like, I should act, but I'm not gonna, because I'm a pacifist and I don't want to hurt nobody. But at the same time, the person that you don't want to hurt is out here hurting everybody he can. So I don't want to be like that, and I don't really feel that way. And at the same time, the second reason is, I don't want to be taken advantage of. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. I feel like my content is, I mean, it's complicated because I can't say that people that listen to me are taking advantage of me, because I know the people that listen to me don't really practice anything I say. No one practices anything I say. They know what I'm saying is true, but no one practices. So that's why I'm kind of like, fuck everybody. Like, I'm like, I'm like, fuck everyone. But everybody knows what they can feel that it's true. So this is how which is flattering and disconcerting at the same time. It's disconcerting because you kind of like, I'm not saying all this shit for no reason. Like, I'm not saying all this just to say it. I'm saying it because I want you to do it. I'm saying it because I hope that you do it. I'm saying it because I know the result of doing it. But it's flattering at the same time, because you know, the old, the us demons, we have a saying in hell, and we tend to say that to people. We tend to say to people, um we tend to tell people, if you gaze into the abyss gazes right back. And it's kind of like it's a lot of people end up being scared when we tell that to people. A lot of people don't understand what the fuck that means, and it takes a couple years before you understand what that means, but it always sticks with you. Every time you say that to somebody, it's going to stick in your mind, but it takes a couple years to understand what that means. And but you know, I'm sidetracking here, but you know, to go back to what I was actually trying to say, like, if it's flattering, because you know, if I feel like it's like I'm the machine behind the God, you know, or I'm the God behind the machine, you know. So basically, if you're watching this video, if you feel like that, you know, and if you're the person that kind of watches my video, you know, like, give yourself a pat on the back, because it's kind of like you found the source. You know, you found the starting point. You found the Big Bang. You know, you found ground zero. Because if you are capable of looking into the veil of the universe, and there's a consciousness on the other side, the other side is gonna be like, it's gonna tell you things that you don't understand, but you're gonna know it's true. You know, just like in the Bible, you know, a lot of people, you know, are kind of like, you know, people from the Bible, they kind of like, you know, stories in the Bible's like, oh, this consciousness, this light was telling me things that I didn't understand, but I knew it was true. You know, I'm that same kind of dude. I'm that dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the thing. I'm the consciousness that you have discovered. So, you know, so it's kind of a compliment, but at the same time, it's kind of iffy, because you know, I got bills to pay. I might be a almighty consciousness, but I'm inside of a human body. So I got bills to pay, I got shit to do. And you know, it's so it's like, you know, it's not tearing me apart, but it's pulling me in two different directions consistently, like all day, all night. You know what I mean? Like all the time. So I'm being pulled in two different directions. So, anyways, so that's why I'm kind of like, you know, fuck humanity, but at the same time, I want to help humanity. But you know, but so, anyways, so whatever, flash energy video, you know, it's a primer. It's a starting primer for your energy, because you don't, at the end of the day, you don't really need to start with flash energy. Yo, all right. At the end of the day, you don't really need to um start with the flash energy video, you know, because if you do, the funny part is, like I said before, the flash energy, that's the thing. That's why I call it flash energy, because flash is a paradox. Flash is here right now, but he's also in the past, and he's also in the future, but he's everywhere at the same time. So he's a paradox, you know, he's a paradigm shift. And so I feel like it's quaint to call it that, because at the end of the day, even the power he uses is beyond time and space. It's beyond time space continuum. So basically, if you use laws of attraction, you know, you're using that flash energy thing that I'm talking about. You're using, you know, flash energy, you know. And at first you might be like, oh, I want to manifest a coin. You manifest the coin, so you're gonna manifest the coin, but there's a power that you're using to manifest that coin. You know, the coin is manifested regardless that you are aware that there is a power there that does that. But the power that you use to manifest things is an existing power. It's a thing, you know. So it's a thing before you knew it was there. It's a thing regardless that you know it's there. It doesn't matter if you're aware of it or not, if you're conscious of it or not, it's still there. So that's why I like saying flash energy. That's why I call it flash energy. There's a bunch of reasons why I call it flash energy, because and I don't want you to feel, you know, it does sound, it's comic books, you know, it's comic books, and it's cool, you know, because comic book superhero very powerful. So if you can, like, you know, so if you can harness that sort of, you know, mindset, if you can harness that sort of energy, you'll become very powerful too, you know. Obviously, you know, as of, let's say you're listening to Hermes, which is a Greek tragedy, you don't really want to have a tragedy, You know, you want to have fun. You don't want to have a tragedy. So I could say Hermes, no disrespect to Hermes, but you could say Hermes, Trismegistus, the first magician, the the patron of alchemists and magicians. You know, you could say Hermes, but Hermes has a sad story involved too. He has many sad stories. So do you really want to harness the energy of a person that has a bunch of sad stories, or the energy of a person that doesn't have a bunch of sad stories? Because if you, it's like the Bible. If you keep saying that you believe in the J-man, and you keep saying that you are the J-man, well, guess what? You're gonna get crucified. People are gonna hate you. You're gonna get crucified. People are gonna hate you. You're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a hard time. People are gonna give you a hard time. You're gonna get tortured. You're gonna get dragged through the street. Your name is gonna get dragged through the mud. You're gonna get slandered. You're gonna get all the bad shit that happened to the J-man is gonna happen to you, because you're trying to harness that energy, because you're trying to channel that energy. And once you channel that energy becomes reality, becomes solid. And once it becomes solid and it becomes real, well, there's also a thing about time, space. So you're reliving the time too. You know, you're reliving the time too, because that's his energy. That's his energy. That's what happened to him. He's a martyr. So, and you know, just like, you know, you can look at take for example, you know, it's not a good example, but it's still an example. Look at Kanye West. Kanye West believes that being the J-man has everything to do with having his friend killing him. You know, that's the kind of energy he has. He has a martyr energy. You know, nobody wants to be a martyr. Everybody wants to live forever. Everybody wants to find treasure. Everybody wants to be successful. And when you think like that, well, you are not only attracting that sort of energy to you, but eventually you will become that energy. You know, so he'll you know, because the J-man, you know, might have had some power, but he died. So nobody ever saw him do anything but dying. Even if he had powers, it doesn't. That's not successful. That's not success. That's failure. You know. So I'd rather say Flash to make it more fun, to make it less serious, to have it. So now you're kind of like cheating. It's like cheating. It's like I could say Hermes. Hermes loves what I did. I got blessing. I got somebody here that, you know, I got blessing from Hermes for doing the video, so I'm good. You know, I don't want to sound disrespectful. I might have sound disrespectful there, because I know he's listening. I might have sound disrespectful there, but I didn't mean any offense. You know, I really didn't. You know, but I do want I'm trying to give you a cheat code. You know, so I'm trying to give you the energy without having to, you know, go through certain things. And Hermes is a fun guy. Hermes is he's a jokester, he's a trickster. You know, he's a jokester, he's a trickster, he's fucking Merlin, he's fucking Trismegistus, he's fucking all that shit. So there's a lot of goodness, there's a lot of fun stuff of surrounding Hermes, but he was involved a couple of times, you know, because you have to be careful, because when you do these things, those things might happen, you know, depending on the person. But if you listen to the video, you'll understand more why that might happen. You know, so yeah. What I really want to talk about right now, though, that was the announcement, by the way. You know, what else did I want to say? Like I said before, pardon my language. Hope Hermes is not pissed off here, because I kind of pissed off Ganesh the other day. You know, I kind of pissed off Ganesh the other day, because I went to smoke a joint at the Buddhist temple, and when I came back, somebody made a joke about you know, elephants and stuff. But I just had finished smoking a joint at a Hindu temple, not inside. I was out front. I don't think they let you smoke weed inside of a Hindu temple. So, you know, so I kind of make a joke. And the person did the joke, but I answered, I don't want to be an elephant. And right when I said that, I almost saw Ganesh being like, what? You know, he was like, what you mean you don't want to be an elephant? So I'm like, no, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean it that way, so whatever. So I know they're listening. They're always constantly listening. You know, if you're connected, you're connected, you know. So, you know, and also I understand I'm not relatable, and I'm not trying to be. At this point, there's no fucking point for me to be relatable to anybody. At this point, there's no point. Like the world's about to end. People don't give a shit about nothing. The Illuminati controls absolutely everything: the spiritual sector, hip hop, fucking country music, folk music, fucking classical music, fucking TV shows, movies, comic books, fucking they control everything. So there's no, I don't, like I understand what you mean when you say I'm not relatable. It's not really something. I mean, I'm not. I understand what you mean, but at the same time, like it's not really the time for me to be relatable. I don't really care. Like it's not necessary. If it was necessary for me to be relatable, because the thing is, if I am to be relatable, is because you're a real person. That means you're interested in real people. That means you're interested in real people. You'll be interested in real people, but people are not interested in real people. They're interested in fucking fakery, fucking illusionary shit, fucking BS. So like I said, mind you, I did say I understand that you feel like I'm not relatable, but is it really that important for me to be relatable in a world that's completely fake? I mean, at this point, what does it mean to be relatable? Like, what, like, what's the point? Why even try? Like, what? Anyway, so whatever. So let's move on here. What I did want to say, because I don't want to make this video too damn long. By the way, subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a comment, whatever. So, I wanted to make a video, and I was supposed to make this video a long time ago, and I completely forgot. I just remembered like 2 days ago about Cain. Like I literally remembered 2 days ago. We're gonna talk about Cain some more here, because Cain, for demonologists, I guess, I don't know, for demons, I'm not gonna say for demonologists, I'm gonna say for demons, because there's no such thing as demonologists. If you're a demonologist, because you're a demon, period, because only a demon can do demonology. So I mean, and if you're not a demonologist, then you practice black magic. If you don't practice black magic, then you practice witchcraft. If you don't practice witchcraft, then you practice magic. If you don't practice magic, then you practice, you're a theoretical physicist. If you're not a theoretical physicist, then you're a scientist. If you're not a scientist, then you're a psychologist. If you're not a psychologist, I think you get the point. So for a demon like me, and for all the other demonologists, because a lot of demonologists are not going to consider themselves as being demons for various reasons, whether religious or not. So for demons like me and demonologists alike, Cain has to be your patron. You have to open your heart to Cain. You have to harness that Cain energy, the first killer, the son of man. He's the real son of man. It's not the J-Man or whoever the other guy might be, because I've heard some rumors that the J-Man is not necessarily the son of man. So whatever, I don't know who that is, but I know for us demons, the son of man is Cain. People say he's werewolf. People say he's a vampire, blah blah, whatever. I don't know about all that. What I do know is that he's a very powerful being. He's a very powerful being. He's one of the first beings on Earth, which makes him extremely powerful. Is he the killer of man? Yes. He is a killer of men. But he also represents justice. He also represents retribution. He also represents the cleansing of the faith. He represents the cleansing period. He represents the blood. He represents humanity as a whole. And we've been lied to. We've been lied to. We've been told that Cain just randomly slaughtered his brother. No, he brought justice to a bunch of evil MFers, and and that's it, and that's all. You know what I mean? So we have to not be scared of Cain. Everybody's scared of Cain because everybody thinks like Cain's like this ratchet ass, bloodthirsty, cannibalistic. You know what I mean? Like they just made him look like the worst MFer ever, which he probably is. Which he technically is, but he's a demon. Like he didn't do it on purpose. It's like there's two poles. This is about polarity. He is the first. So of course, I'm not trying to be like, oh, forgive Cain. I don't think Cain is looking for forgiveness, and I don't want to disrespect him like that by acting like he needs forgiveness and shit like that. Um, but we have to forgive the image of Cain in our hearts. Pardon my language here. Because I don't think people realize how important Cain is to this story. I don't think me. I think the downfall of my Christianity started with the story of Cain. The first time I heard it when I was really young, it didn't never made sense to me. It just didn't add up, and I'm gonna make other videos, explaining why it doesn't add up, but Cain is actually the good guy, regardless that he ate his brother out of pure rage. He's pure anger, he's pure rage, but pure rage and anger for something bad, like for something that shouldn't have happened. He's angry, he got angry because like I said, he's a very powerful being, so I got to be careful the words I use here. um he got angry because somebody took something from him. Like somebody, he saw that these people that he was surrounded with was trying to take something from him, and he saw that it wasn't right. Like he realized that it wasn't right. So like I said, I don't want to disrespect. I don't want to make him look like a goody two shoes, because he is rage. He is rage. He is unbridled rage. Um, you know. So just like the G man and the J man. Well, we have Lucifer and Cain, which are closely related. You know, so just like the G man has his son, Lucifer has his son too, and his name is Cain. Um, so I just want you guys to keep that in mind when you're traveling about in your astral travels and your whatever you call it, and your processes that you're using to do whatever you do, opening the gates and the and give we need to put Cain in the program. I mean, there's already people that put Cain in the program, but I'm just saying, like, for everybody that didn't know, they should know that they should involve Cain more into their programs, which I'm talking about myself too when I say that. I should involve Cain too more into my program, even though he's already here. He's already aware of me, and I'm already aware. I was already aware of him a long time ago. That's why he's aware of me, you know but I need to involve, because that's a lot of power. That's a lot of power, and I do love power. I do love power. And there's nothing more. Power never hurts. You know what I mean? And or if I'm gonna follow my own timeline here, absolute power corrupts absolutely. For me, for a demon, that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, if it corrupts me, then I'm good with that. You know what I mean? That's what I want. Um, so Cain energy, anger, rage, retribution, absolution. What's the other way? What's the other word? Damn it, I forgot. Fuck it. So yeah. So in your internal damnation, if you are a damned being like I am, you definitely want that Cain energy. You definitely want that Cain energy around you. You definitely want Cain to notice you. You definitely want Cain to be part of it, because he's important. He's an important part of the story. And he's not, you know, um, He's not what these people say he is, you know, because sometimes we skip over things, man, and even I skip over things, dude. Like even I skip over things. Sometimes we skip over things. Like it's like I always say, everything is fake, but when it comes to the G man, the J man, uh, yeah, when it comes to the J man, you know, all of a sudden that's true, but everything is fake. I mean, no, make up your mind. It's either everything is fake, or if that dude's real, then everything is real. Period. Period. Because it all stems from the G man, from the J man. You know what I mean? It all stems from J man. So if everything is fake, then he's fake too. So that means everything they said about us is also not true. You know what I mean? So we got to make up our minds. We got to make up our minds. We can't just skip over shit. You know, you know what I mean. We gotta make up our minds. We can't just skip over things, dude. And sometimes we do, and sometimes I do too. Like I was talking about, you know, a whole bunch of people, you know, it's Modus and MBS Bub and stuff. But I skipped over Cain. I didn't really skip over him. I did mention that I was gonna talk about it, but I just forgot and I remembered like 2 days ago. So I'm not gonna, you know, I'm talking to myself too here and not just, you know, everybody else. Um, so yeah, man. Cain, Cain energy. That's gonna give you more power, obviously. That's gonna give you more power. It's gonna give me more power. You know, it gives me more power. It brings me closer to my end. And brings me closer to my own personal Ouroboros, my internal Ouroboros. You know, so you know it is what it is, man. If you want to be, you know, apocalyptic, you know what I mean? If you want to be apocalyptic, you know, if you feel like you want that primordial fire, that volcano plasmic energy, you know, brewing inside you, involve Cain in your processes. You know, give a little something something to Cain. You know what I mean? Like, you know, keep him in your mind. You know, like surround yourself with that energy, man. It's good for you. It's good for you. You know. So that's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Please subscribe, share, and like, comment, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Have a good one. Peace out.